Hello everyone, I am Arshit from class 10th B of Kamal Model Senior Secondary School. Today I am going to present a documentary on formation of Sikkim or how Sikkim became a state of our India. Firstly, we will see the art to be integrated and the learning outcomes. Collective learning. Make students aware of the diverse culture heritage of India. Connect them with any Indian art form. Creativity, integrate art. Use art as a tool to teach other subjects. It must be enjoyable process. Now, the skills of 21st century. We need to implement these four C's: communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Now, formation of Sikkim. The Kingdom of Sikkim was founded while the Namgyal dynasty in 17th century. It was first ruled by Buddhist priest kings known as Chogyal. It became a princely state of British India in 1890. Following India's independence, Sikkim continued its protectorate status with the Union of India after 1947 and the Republic of India after 1950. It enjoyed the highest literacy rate and per capita income among Himalayan states. In 1973, anti-royalist riots took place in front of the Chogyal's palace. In 1975, after the Indian army took over the city of Gangtok, a referendum was held that led to the deposition of the monarchy and Sikkim joining India's as its 22nd state. Now, ancient history. When the Kirat king Yalambar captured central Nepal in 1500 BC, his kingdom extended from river Trisule in the west to river Tista in the east. According to Hindu mythology, Lord Shiva is said to have appeared in the form of hunter Kirateshwar or Lord of Kirats to Arjuna. In the very spot where the ancient Kirateshwar temple lies in Lakship, West Bengal. By the 6th century, the Lepchas occupied the Lepchan area of Nepal, presently Elam region. Present Sikkim, Harchu Valley and Amu Chu Valley. Present south-western Bhutan and most of eastern part of Greater Sikkim up to the Chumbi Valley. Meanwhile, the Limbus inhabited the western part of Greater Sikkim. A part of Livoban is still retained in the present Sikkim in the West District, South District and a part of North District. The Lepchas spoke the Lepcha dialect and were believers of Bungism and Munism or animism by faith. The Limbus spoke the Limbu dialect and were believers of Humanism and Yuma Samang, a form of Kirat Mundu. Now, Kingdom of Sikkim. By 1641, the Lepchas, the Limbus, and the Magars were ruling in different villages independently. The Limbu and the Magar tribes lived in the remote western and southern regions. In the early 17th century, the Bhutias were forced to take refuge in Sikkim due to the conflict between followers of the Yellowhead and the Redheads in Tibet. The Bhutias tried to convert the Sikkimese worshippers of nature to Buddhism and succeeded to an extent. The Tibetan Lamas sought to establish Sikkim as a Buddhist kingdom, thereby electing a Lowa king of Tibetan origin. In 1642, the first generation descendant of Guru Tashi Pun Sog Namgyal was consecrated as the first Denjong Gyalpo or the Chogyal king of Sikkim by Latsun Chempo, Nagadhag Lama and Kathog Lama. Three great lamas came from the north, west and south to Yuksom Norbergen in West Sikkim. The event Naljor Chenzi was predicted by Guru Rinpoche some 800 years before. The Dalai Lama sent the new Chogyal a silk scarf, the meter of Guru Rinpoche and the sent image of him as a coronation present. However, the Limbu and the Magar chiefs refused to accept the rule of the Chogyal, who had to bring in Tibetan soldiers to subdue them. Indian Protectorate. Prior to Indian independence, Jawaharlal Nehru and the Vice President of the Executive Council pushed through a resolution in the Indian Constituent Assembly to the effect that Sikkim and Bhutan as Himalayan states were not Indian states and their future should be negotiated separately. A standstill agreement was signed in 1948 February. Meanwhile, Indian independence and its move to democracy spurred a fledgling political movement in Sikkim, giving rise to the formation of Sikkim State Congress, a pro-accession political party. The political party sent a plate of demands to the palace, including a demand for accession to India. The palace attempted to defuse the movement by appointing 3 secretaries from the SSC to the government and sponsoring a counter movement in the name of Sikkim National Party, which opposed accession to India. Annexation and statehood. In 1975, the Prime Minister of Sikkim appealed to the Indian Parliament for Sikkim to become a state of India. In April of that year, the Indian Army took over the city of Gangtok and disarmed the Chogyal's palace guards. Thereafter, a referendum was held in which 97.5% of voters supported abolishing the monarchy, effectively approving union with India. India is said to have stationed more than 40,000 troops in a country of a population of about 2 lakh people during the referendum. On 16th May 1975, Sikkim became the 22nd state of the Indian Union and the monarchy was abolished. To enable the incorporation of the new state, the Indian Parliament amended the Indian Constitution. First, the 35th Amendment laid down a set of conditions that made Sikkim an associate state, a special designation not used by any other state. A month later, the 36th Amendment repealed the 35th Amendment and made Sikkim a full state, adding its name to the first schedule of the Indian Constitution. Thank you for watching this documentary and have a nice day. Thank you.